Hello, my friends. We take on Gomel, followed by Lokamotiv Gomel. And we got 7 points in the last 3 games. Let's go. All right, my friends. We take on Gomel and Lokamotiv Gomel. I can't remember if I even showed you any of these. Let's go through some recent transfers. So we saw Andre, yeah, right? 4 goals in 4 starts and a sub on a 7-7-5, my friends. 2 goals, a brace in the game 2 games ago on an 8.8, and a brace in the last game on an 8.8. Not a bad son. He's settled in just fine. I think I already showed you this guy, right back. 20 grand is way too much for him, but we needed a right, like we had literally no one that could play right back. Roman here that plays the attacking mid. 3 starts on a 6.53. Could be better, you could argue, but he's settling in. He's also under 20, which is important. Vladislav Rusinchik is a 22-year-old. I don't think I showed him to you. 2 starts on a 6.9. Quite good in the essentially spine of the midfield, and in an absolute bind can play some version on the wings. I'm not saying he'd be great at it, but in a bind he could be. That's the same guy. Evgeny Vistotsky, maybe? He's fickle. I'd never buy a fickle center back, except he's our best center back at 3.5 stars with 4 or 5 star potential. He can also cover in a bind, left and right back with a right foot. He's not great. He's not terrible. He's on a 7.4 in 2 starts with an assist. So I guess I really shouldn't say much about him in the negative. And then we've loaned a couple players because we hadn't fully scouted them, but I knew they were good. And we have no expectation. We're not paying for him. We have no expectation of playing time. And this guy is like our second best striker now. Or, yeah, striker and 3rd best attacking mid. Pretty good. And this guy is a midfielder / DM. He's our second best midfielder. He's our best DM. Which is why, my friends, and again, 19, point that out. And then this guy is 19. So what has that done to the squad? We are going to play against 4th place today, a 4-1-2-3 DM wide. Just, playing top 3 competition has not gone exceptionally well. That's what I'm thinking. And then we'll mix it up. We'll confuse the 12th place opponent that's behind us and play a 4-2-3-1 in the next game. So it allows us to run this guy out. We have no playmaker on the field. We have nobody really bombing into this area, which, maybe you could argue is a problem, but I mean, everybody's dribbling on this team is less than 6. It is really something to behold. I mean, what do I do? Put him on? I mean, dear. I love that you all show up and I start changing stuff. I mean, that solves part of the problem. We put the fullbacks on support. I'm just hoping we can be a little bit more compact and off we go. We're for some reason slightly favored. I guess it's because and they've lost a game recently, and our last loss was 5 games ago. So, but they are on 39 points and we are on 22. They have a plus 14 goal differential. Just a fuzz better than ours. I mean, an itty bitty amount. An itty bitty amount. If we perform our bets, we can deny them. Yes, the fickle center back we bought is confident. That's fantastic. Come on, people. I would take a draw. I'm just going to say it's at the beginning of the game. Draw. Totally acceptable. Against a team that is that many points above us, that high on the table above us. We really just want the teams below us to keep losing. That's what's really important. But a draw would be magnificent, you could say. Yeah. Kletsk. Okay, you saw that up there. They are, I think, bottom. They're in the bottom 3, I think. Okay, this is their highlight. Don't red card. Oh, it just seems like that kind of a jaunt down the wing, and we were gonna just come from behind and destroy his knee. A really good left back is there. Oh, hey, yeah. Oh, and I forgot to mention that also. That's our normal goalkeeper. Because the players we brought in were under 20 pretty much. Not all of them, but There was enough good ones, like the center back there. We've been able to rotate in other players that are better than the ones we were playing, right? Like, we brought in better under 20s than we had in different positions, pretty much, which has allowed us to play in other positions better players. Clear as mud. Let's go. Take revenge? Sure. Oh dear. Matveev. Don't get sent off, Matveev. We're not playing our best right winger because he's injured. He's not even in the squad, so that's why Kalalanan is there. Away! Oh, okay, we cleared it. Nope. Oh, I thought it was going to be a penalty. What a relief. They've had 8 shots. We had 3. I thought that was going to be a penalty for sure. Our wingers are getting absolutely wrecked. No one in the attacking midfield is doing a good job. Ooh, is it? Come on. Is it just going to be? Of course. Why'd you show me that? Football Manager match engine. Matveev takes no time, takes no prisoners. Anton Abramovich has smashed it home. 2nd goal of the season. Okay, just like Matveev, like while he's talking to him, just steps up, places out the ball, looks at him, he's done talking, boop, I'm gonna doink it in. Matveev, you legend. You legend, Matveev. Okay, who can play? Drachev, yes. You're really a striker, so we're gonna put you on attack. Corner for us. Our 5th of the game. Drachev scores his 2nd goal of the season. I mean, 1st goal of the season. 2nd goal of the game. 1st goal of the season. Massive. It's been telling me over and over in the inbox. Well, he's really struggling. He's not scored in 8 million games. It's like, get that, son. 1st goal of the season. It's a header. Comes on impact hub. You could argue. Is Matveev gonna miss the... He's already gonna miss the next game, so we're just gonna leave him on. That's how I roll, my friends. However, our best left winger we would like to try and protect if we can. So we're gonna bring you over there. Ooh, this is where we start slapping stuff together. It's fine. You're really a pressing forward, but we like having an advanced forward, I think. Even though your finishing is like a 6. It's like his finishing is a 6 and his dribbling is an 8, or his dribbling is a 6 and his finishing is an 8. Either way, he's not really suited for an advanced playmaker or advanced forward, but you know. Oh, got a fingertip to it. I thought that was going to be a better save, but it, you know, kind of hard with the camera angle sometimes, you know. Drachev, run, son. You have fresh legs. Neverovskily says never. Away. That was kind of away, but oh, he's offside. He's offside. Thank you, referee. Thank you, referee. You're my favorite. We'll take this guy off and bring on Dotinsko on, but he's more left-footed, so we'll switch him around. He'll be next to the fickle center back. Yeah, he was clearly, yes. Or it wasn't him, it was this guy, but I thought it was clear. It wasn't as clear as I thought it was, but it worked out. So, you know, I guess we shall not complain. Ivan, how you doing? Yeah, you're just coming back from injury and you haven't really had a chance to play. So come on and have 3 minutes. And our right back has picked up a card as well. I'm stunned. Well done, lads. That is a massive 3 points. In the grand scheme, as I was looking at the fixtures, do you do that? Viewer, do you do that? Leave a comment. Do you look at the fixture and go, probably not gonna, oh, that looks, you know, like, beating 4th place, not on the cards. Wasn't anticipating that. We are now, my friends. We are now. Look at that. 10 points clear because all the teams below us have played. We're going to save. You know, I was so proud because our transfers, I can't remember if I said this already. You know, like our under 20s that we replaced with better under 20s and that whole thing with being able to put better players in, right? Like, it's not like an injury crisis wouldn't ruin us. it just wouldn't completely ruin us, right? And then, so now we have a suspended left back, and then one of our better center backs has a lower back stress fracture. He's out for essentially the rest of the season. And so we're kind of not back to square one. Like, I definitely still think we've upgraded, right? So, Rusinchik here is somebody we brought in. Ivini here is somebody we brought in. We'd be really up a creek without him, right? We have an hour replacement right back if we need to slide him over to play left back, because he can. Oh, but we would rather not. Would we rather not do that? That guy's pretty bad as a left back. Every time you all are here, I change what I'm thinking. But we've still got to play Vladislav here as the, left center back, and he's not exactly great. You'd say, what about him? But he honestly, if we look at his capabilities as a center back, isn't as good. He's pretty far down the list. He's even so his star rating, and he's a decent footballer overall. He's just not the footballer for this situation. And Kazakov can only go 45 minutes. But all that to say, we are in 9th and 14 points from the playoffs. I mean, we're playing 12th. We are in strong form because we've dropped that game that we lost, and now it's all in wins and draws, and they're in woeful form. We're going to switch it up to the 4-2-3-1. Can we get a result today? Or dare we go positive? Dare we go positive? Oh my goodness. I got to tell him to not cross or dribble. You know what? We're actually going to change it for him. He's going to go defend. I don't know about shooting. I'm not even going to bother looking, but we're going to switch this back to how we kind of had it at one point with the central midfielder here and put you on support. I'm not saying he's amazing, but that way we leave you kind of hanging out back here. Yeah. I mean, we beat 4th place, lads. And I meant to show you. Can I go back? Yeah, I want to show you this. It may be early days. Players are going to take some convincing to get past your lack of experience. I just would be like, guys, except for the last club, which we just had a bunch of horrific injuries, I think you could argue I've gotten the job done. Okay? My teams have won more games than they had when I wasn't here. So, keep a run going, boys. We're undefeated in the last 5. Yeah, that sounds really good, doesn't it? And there's no friendlies mixed in there. This is actual football that we're playing. Now we're taking on the other team, and is it Gomel? Lokamotiv Gomel. Let's go. Nice. Of course, now we're risking both of our starting right backs or capable right backs in the same game. So if we have, more suspensions or injuries, we're up a creek. But let's not worry about that. Let's worry about getting past this 4-1-4-1 compact counterattacking Lokamotiv Gomel. Yeah? Come on, people. Kazakov, don't get injured. I just need you to go 45. We're working on that match sharpness. You're at like 52% or whatever it was. Slow and steady. You're on a 6.6. I'm proud of you, mate. Let's demand more. We got 4 shots to their 1. We got 2 on target. They don't have any. You just beat 4th place. I just want to point that out. If we just beat 4th place 2-0. Right? I'm going to say it's disappointing. I think that's fair. Why would you lose confidence, mate? What does that have to do with you? I mean, maybe a little bit. Now, yeah, we'll do that, I guess. He's the actual winger. I hate that. I know, I feel like I asked this like every episode in my series, but like someone explained to me why if I encouraged another player on the team, somebody else would be demotivated by that. Hey, we got to take this guy because he's coming back from an injury. We knew that team. We're bringing him in for 45 minutes. Hey, Kalinin, come here. Hey, man, I believe in you. And somebody else, the goalkeeper's like, oh, I'm demotivated. Like, why? Drives me insane. If I'm sure you can tell. Oh dear. Yeah, sure. I mean, the other guy's playing crap, so Come on down, Drachev. I mean, you're off the schneid. You've got your one goal, okay? He got his one goal, did he? Yeah, it's just the one. Our midfield is not loving life either. Oh, no. Oh, no. Away! Oh, it's not away. Okay, do we have anybody else that wants to come in and play for us? You know what? You're kind of a defensive midfielder. Yeah, that'll work. It's fine. Sure. Whatever. And just to get some fresh legs on, you know what? You're pressing forward. Like, you go do you, mate. You go press all you want. How about some get creative? Ooh, some people like that. We're not going to get diddly squat out of this, are we? I'm going to say it's disappointing to the team, but to you, viewer, I'm going to say I didn't think we were going to get 4 points out of the episode. Right? If you'd offered me 4 points at the beginning of the episode, I would have taken it. We were 7 points clear. We're now 10 points clear because Smorgon has drawn and Kletsk, yes, they are at the bottom, lost. I mean, it could be worse. It could be worse. So we'll take the draw. We're now 14 points from the playoffs. That's just ambition, isn't it? But dynamics slightly better. When are we going to bring you back? I think it's going to be okay. We play Orsha, 8th place. NFK. What a logo is that? That's like a smug-looking raven. Nice. 6th, 7th, 13th. Okay, we're how many points? We're 10 points clear? That's potentially 4 games. Or if we had 3 games left and it was still 10 points, would be clear. So we got to bring you back before then. I think it's either going to be 6th and 7th, which would be kind of a tough episode, or 7th and 13th. It'll be somewhere in there. It kind of depends on what happens in the games. If all of a sudden we're really close back to the bottom, it may be before then. But my friends, I think that's worth hitting the like button for. We got 4 points. We're undefeated in 5. We kind of bounced back from that Belarusian Cup. I think you could argue it's all these, right? It's the transfers. We've not sold anybody. We did have this guy. He's upset because I didn't sell him and he wanted to go, and now they're not interested. So hopefully he gets over it. But yeah, aside from having a stress fracture in one of our players' backs. We get our left back now. We can slide you back over. We can make our moves and changes. And we'll see you next time. Have a good one.